Hey everyone, it's Jackie. I'm here to give you guys an update on what we've been doing on our IVF cycle. Yes, we've decided that we are going to go through IVF. As I mentioned on the last video, that we are probably going to go into that. We had our financial consultation, and wow, consultation it was, because whoever said that going through IVF was going to be cheap or or reasonable. I don't know. The words, I can't even explain them because it is completely crazy, the price. And this is just the prices of the actual process. Is not even the prices of the medication that goes on top of the prices. Wow. So I'm just going to go ahead and share a little bit about the consultation that we had and what exactly went on. So we went for our consultation and we were given 3 different packages that we can go ahead and do. One of them being a single one-time try of IVF, and we had another one with a one-time try IVF with a genetics testing, because we do want to have a genetics testing, so they're giving us all of our options. And then the third option, was a package that includes multiple tries, with two retrievals if needed. I'll explain a little bit more about that. So, forgive me if I'm going to be looking down a little bit, because there's a lot of paperwork here and I just want to give the accurate information. And I also want to apologize if you hear meowing in the background or you see a cat's head or tail pop up behind the blinds behind me, because my cat is up there somewhere. Okay, so for regular IVF cycle, not including medications, we do have one package here. That one package with the one cycle would be approximately $15,000. And that does not include the genetics. That doesn't include anything except for assisted hatching and cryopreservations of the embryos. So the freezing of the embryos once they've gone ahead and retrieved them. So that is not one of the options that we're gonna be doing. Second option is one cycle as well. Sorry, I'm fighting with my cats. One cycle as well with the genetics testing, and that one runs approximately $20,000. That includes everything that I mentioned in the first one, as well as the additional cost of the biopsy and genetics of the embryo. So another option, but again, that's only for one try. We are also given the option of a package, which it's a little more pricey, but it's something that we are going to go down that route, just because that is going to offer a lot more chances and tries if we do need it. So you'd rather pay a little bit more and make sure you're guaranteed a lot of different tries and chances than to pay one time the $13,000 and then you have to pay another $13,000 and another $13,000 plus all the cost of the medication. It's not worth to go through that process, put your body through all the medications and everything, when you could just do it in one shot. So with the package, comes out roughly about $23,000. And medication, of course, is more money. Medication's anywhere between $4,000 and $5,000, which is a big, pretty penny. You know, hold your jaw up. I know your jaw probably just dropped when I gave you all those prices, but yes, it is pretty pricey. One of the medications alone is birth control pills. I know you think that birth control pills is kind of odd when you're trying to get pregnant to be put on birth control pills, but that's to go ahead and regulate your cycle, so they could go ahead and monitor, so they could go ahead and watch how your follicles are growing. This way they could go ahead and do the whole process and have everything timed perfectly, so you know you have your best chances of fertilization. So besides the birth control pills, there's also numerous injections that I would have to be doing daily on my belly, just like I did with the IUIs with the Ovidrel trigger shots. But instead of just one shot, it'll probably be 2 to 3 shots daily. But I don't know any of that information yet because we haven't gotten that far yet. We're still in the financial part and consulting and everything like that. So the package will include the genetics as well. It does include 2 fresh cycles. So we go through this process, let's say now in July, we do the retrieval probably in August. Whatever eggs we get, whatever we do fertilize, we have a choice to go ahead and do a fresh cycle, which we're not going to be doing a fresh cycle because we need to do the genetics testing, and that takes about 5 days, they said, to go ahead and test everything. So all of our transfers will be frozen. So whatever they get, we'll go ahead and they'll monitor them for 5 days in a dish to go ahead and see how they're doing, and then we'll go ahead and do a transfer, and whatever embryos we have left, we'll go ahead and freeze those. If for some reason when they do the transfer back into me of those fertilized embryos and they don't stick and those embryos don't make it, and I miscarry on those, we have our spares that we could go ahead and implant back. Once we run out of all the spares, let's say, and we still haven't gotten pregnant, we do have with the package the option to go ahead and do a second retrieval, and the same process goes again. So I feel more comfortable having that whole thing. My cat. I'm more comfortable feeling, like I said, paying the extra money and having my choices and my future, other children, siblings for a baby that I may have soon there, and having that there. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just to have everything, a peace of mind, a mindset that you don't have to worry. And going through this whole cycle, I think me and Danny have a bigger weight off of our shoulders now, that we don't have to worry. We have answers of why we're not conceiving naturally, and we have this option now to help us out and hopefully get a child out of this process. It is pricey and it sounds crazy to go through it, but if you want a child that badly, and it's something that we've wanted for a very long time, I don't think that you could put a price on happiness like that, and bringing a living being into the world. So that's where we stand right now, and I don't have any other updates to go ahead and do. We're just waiting now for cycle day 1, my period, to start, so we could go ahead and get on this roller coaster and take this ride to the end. And no matter how bumpy or how sick that we may get on this ride, we're gonna go through it until the very end, and we're gonna enjoy it, and the outcome is gonna be great. I'm just feeling so positive about this whole entire process that we're gonna be going through now, and I feel so relieved. I guess that you can say that we're finally getting closer. And once we do the IVF, since it is going to be a longer process, about 2 months so before we can actually retrieve my eggs, that we're going to do the genetics, like I said, as well. We're just going to freeze them, the embryos that we do get, and we're not actually going to do put them back into me until the first week of November, probably, more or less, maybe earlier. I'm not sure, maybe a little bit later. We haven't really decided when, but we're thinking the first week in November because we do have some vacation time there. But it could happen faster. I'm not sure. That's what we have so far planned, but that's all I have for you guys. If you guys have any questions, I thank you so much for being so supportive in everything and watching my videos. And I hope that you do share the videos as well. Tell people about it, because I think this is a very informative process to share with somebody who may be going through this and don't have anybody to turn to. And you can go ahead and share my video with them, and give them some knowledge and some understanding of what the process is like. And if I can help one person go through it, I'll be more than happy. And not a lot of people know about this. It's like a big hush hush. A lot of people don't come out and talk about the process. And it took a lot for me to want to do this, and and talking with Danny to tell him that I want to share our journey of conceiving and trying to conceive our first child. And he's okay with it, and hopefully everybody else is supportive. And I do appreciate any prayers and thoughts and comments and questions that you guys may have. If you do have any questions, please leave them below. If you don't feel comfortable leaving the questions there, you could private message me on Facebook as well, if you know me through Facebook. If not, you can request me, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and answer any questions. But thank you again so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and looking forward to the journey, looking forward to sharing the journey with everybody. And until next time, talk to you guys later. Bye.